Okay, let's actually play this goddamn game. So when we last left off, our heroes found the town of Dolgus, which is in the kingdom of Ryuita. Yo, Jetstorm! And... yeah. So apparently they're being terrorized by a dragon, and it's worrying the king. I don't suppose there's really a lot we can do here at this moment. Oh no, that's fine, Jetstorm. Sometimes well, usually when I tune into streams, I'm doing something else in the background, so that's totally understandable. But anyway, we have more cat girls. Off to a good start already. So, I'm not sure if any of the townspeople here will actually mention it, but, well, you know what, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, that's right, we're also looking for a compass, which the king might be able to help us with. So let's see if they have any people here. To recruit. Nope. Alright. And the only job we have here is dragon slaying, which I'm not sure if we have anyone to take that on. Oh, we have Leon. That works. So we'll go ahead and have him do that. PLC ladder logic. That sounds complicated. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds pretty complicated. Now, alright. First, let's wait for night to fall here. Because there is one thing I wanted to show off. Oh, it looks like we're pretty low on HP here. Now, Roger, if you'll remember, we first met him over in Rarm, and he's been kind of tailing us on our journey. Okay. That sounds useful. The reading voltages and blinking lights. I don't think he's gonna say anything different. So let me go ahead and heal up at the inn. Now, when that one... Holy shit. Oh. What's to you? Kinda scared me there. Maybe we should try a different setup here. Now, when that random NPC in town said that there is a fairly strong dragon, he isn't kidding. There... I wouldn't attack a random host. If anything, I'd run away. We got some poisonous enemies here. And I already forgot where I mapped the select button. Let's see. So this is the cave. This is the cave that townsperson was talking about. The enemies here are actually seem to be pretty strong. But I mean, there's treasure to be had and stuff. So I mean, oh, thanks for the follow, Pembroke. So this... Actually, the enemies here kind of hit pretty hard. We might need to go back to town and maybe get some better equipment before we start trying to grind on these fools. Shit, our priest almost died. That would not have been fun. Yeah, let's go ahead and head on back, because we're getting our butts beaten in. So there's a dragon in there that I kind of wanted to show it off, but like right now it doesn't look like we have enough. We're ready to make much progress in there, but there's a dragon in there. It's not a random encounter, but if I tried finding it now, it pretty much one-shot my entire party. I might show it off later, once I'm a little more better equipped. But there is actually, like, you're eventually going to have to fight the dragon, but not until after. It doesn't look like there's any equipment shop here. Not until after the person I sent on that dragon slaying mission, not until he gets back. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and check out the capital of Ryui to see what's going on there. Maybe see if we can't get better equipment as well. I was kind of on the fence about like continuing this series on Dragon Quest since I had learned that Gideon Z of Aeon Genesis, the guy who originally translated this game, he was actually planning on going back and like putting in the game's like full script, because like originally when he translated the game, he had to pare down the script by quite a bit to fit space, like to have it fit space-wise. But now that ROM hacking tools have gotten so much more sophisticated, he says he might be able to fit the entire script now. But this is like a project like completely different. Civil War. A project completely different from like this patch, who's done by like a separate guy entirely. It just kind of adds on to the old translation. And I was thinking maybe I should just wait for that new updated translation to come out, but on the other hand, I do kind of want to show off the rest of the game to you guys, so I might just like preview it once. I might just continue this playthrough and preview the new translation once that comes out. So, South Rayuta seems to have a civil war going on. Yeah, I'm not opposed to playing like mostly completed patches. It's just I'm kind of curious as to what they had to take out of the original draft of this translation. So what you got? What you got for me, weapons man? Mirage sword. Looks useful. Though maybe I should just get some better armor first. No. That wasn't a lot. So unfortunately, it looks like we're going to need to get some more experience and gold before we can really make much progress. We might actually be able to... Well, let me see what magic they have here. Elfreeze. Flying. Oh, that's a real useful spell. So actually, with flying, we pretty much don't need the Pegasus wings anymore. Because that allows us to teleport to any town we've been. Well, most towns we've been. There are some towns that won't let us that we can't actually teleport to regardless. They're mostly smaller towns. Oh, so he's done with the dragon slaying project. Let's see. So let's go back to Dolgus, see how the dragon slaying went. Teleporting is one thing in RPG Maker that's good in exercise. Good exercise in if statements. I can kind of see that, yeah. Alright, so let's check up on Leon, see how he's doing with the dragon slaying. He's been waiting over here, so I can perhaps assume he's survived. Ooh. So okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna need Leon's help for the quest over there. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and use the rest of these Pegasus wings. Let's go to Ryuida and call our friend Leon over there. See if he can't help out with the guard thing. Yeah. 4 days. Okay, so while they're waiting for him over there, we're gonna head on over to Izaruro. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sell off these Pegasus wings too, because we really don't need them. Not a lot of money, but it'll help. Oh, one thing I didn't show off. This town actually has 2 castles, 2 entrances. So Ryuita actually has two princes. There's Prince Aiden and Prince Alon. You'll be seeing a bit more of them later on in the playthrough. Oh, no wait, no. Not yet, not yet, so. Using the power of flying, let's go ahead and head back to Izaruro. See what's up with whoever we had do something here. I've kind of forgotten. It's been a while. Ooh, and we have a better bow, which will come in handy for MIDI here. So what else do we have? What else do we have to get? I mean... There's really nothing over there that we're gonna need. No, wait. It's always good to have a few more healing items on hand. Do we have enough dual herbs? I don't know. Just gonna fill up my entire inventory with them. See if the mayor has anything different to say. Nope, still gotta get the compass. To help pass the time, since we're gonna have to wait for Leon to head over to Ryuita, we're gonna take the long way over back to Dolgus. Hopefully doing this will also net us enough money to actually get some decent equipment as well. Flame. Okay. So I'm gonna need to get elf freeze for her here later. No Navel is kind of a weird name to give a frog enemy. Some of the enemy names in this game have always struck me as a little weird. Yeah, frogs don't have navels, I don't think. So, I'm not sure why not having one would make them particularly monstrous in any way. Like, it's not the most noteworthy thing about frogs. So they say not to ever enter this forest because there are too many monsters here. The real reason why you can't enter this forest is because the game just literally will not let you progress. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but it is kind of a sort of Lost Woods situation where you can't actually... Well, not exactly a Lost Woods situation, but like you can't progress due to storyline reasons. But anyway, that's the Forest of Chaos. I'm sure that place will be somewhat plot important later on. But for now, it's just a place to get lost in. So by this point, we should probably have enough money to at least purchase some better magic. Also, Leon should be over in Ryugyuda now. We're only just now having to use our dual herbs. Now that the enemies are a little stronger. Let's have Leon do this thing. Because they seem to only want males only. I want to see if I can afford that elf freeze magic, because that's going to be useful. Other than that, like, stop seems useful, but it's not really anything it's not a vital magic, I don't think. Didn't really use a lot of it in my last playthrough. Gonna put elf freeze there. Unfortunately, though, I don't think that's going to leave us enough money to buy any good equipment. Alas. You can get an orb bracelet, though. That's some good armor for one of my mages. Well, one of my magic casters. Gonna go ahead and put that on Nande here. Armor him up, keep him alive. Actually, let's go ahead and get some more dual herbs. And then once we head back to Dolgus, we're gonna take the inn there so we can save, and then head on over to the cave with the dragon in it. Now, since the entire, like all the Knights of Ryuida apparently couldn't slay this dragon, it's of course going to fall on us to kill it all by ourselves. Because that's just kind of what JRPG protagonists have to do. Things I do to curry favor with royalty. He's still worried about the dragon. Not surprising. kind of debating on whether or not I want to like go back to that town that was selling that silencing spell. I just don't remember what town it was. Because it would be nice to have like some sort of magic to inhibit some of the enemy attacks. Though I guess like sleep or stop would be a better bet for that. But later on in the game there are going to be like enemies casting pretty nasty damaging spells. I keep thinking I can switch up the tactics from the main menu, which you unfortunately can't. Let's defend, because they're hitting us pretty hard here. You know, it's funny, but, like, the party is a bit better at healing whenever the tactics are set to defend than it is when it's set to recover, because, well, like, the recover setting actually prioritizes item usage over magic usage, so, like, you might have a lot of MP to cast magic healing spells, but if you don't have any healing items, and if you're set to recover, like, it'll take your healers a long time to get to healing. Which is kind of irritating. Oh, we're already at the dragon. So, this is the king dragon, the dragon that was bothering the king so much. This would actually be an unwinnable fight if we didn't have that item that we got from the dragon slaying job. And this is what that item does. It completely freezes the king dragon for some reason. So this is a pretty much effortless boss fight. Kind of anticlimactic, but given how much trouble the actual dungeon has been giving us, like, this is not entirely unwelcome. I do wish I didn't have to use up magic, though, because there's not really any reason to. I think save MP would be a good one for that. So just kind of enjoy these tunes while they, like, poke the dragon to death. Got a dragon pendant. Why? I was just handed some beer, and I really don't feel like drinking right now. Not really too big on beer. Ooh, dragon armor. I'm streaming a JRPG. I can't get any more cooler than I am now. Can you equip... You can equip knight armor. That's awesome. Even though you're a thief. JRPGs on weed. What am I, Canadian? Could have sworn there was more loot in this cave, though. This purple haze raspberry lager. It's not the worst shit we have here. So it's acceptable. I don't really taste the raspberry though. It tastes like drinkable beer, which is good for beer. It, I don't believe we've been up here yet. I mean, you can't really say it makes me look cool. I don't have a webcam set up, so can't really make any judgments on that. I'm afraid. Well, I mean, I could say it's because there's not really any room on this desk to set up a webcam. It could be because, like, setting up the drivers to use my PS3 webcam on this computer